Nagsisimula na naman ng isang bagong umaga.
Nagpapatuloy po ang Go Negosyo Talks Meet the Presidentiables Series at kasama pa rin po natin ang pambato ng Partido Galing at Puso na si Senator Grace po. At ang huli pong katanungan bago tayo nag-break ay kung kayo po ay madi-DQ, sino raw ang i-endorso ninyong mga kandidato?
Endorse ko po si Mr. Babe Romualdez. Kaso bawal po ang substitution dahil ako po ay isang independent. At saka ginawa talaga namin yon para hindi talaga isipin ng mga tao na balak ko lang talaga magpa-substitute. Ipa-umanhin po ninyo. Ayoko po magsabi ng tao, alam nyo bakit, kung sino ang aking endorso, baka naman magtrabahong double time yun para ma-disqualify ako, para ma-endorse ko siya. Wag na lang.
Tama kayo dyan. Okay, Ramon, go ahead.
For the past 10 years, I've been pushing for empowering Filipinos to be really globally competitive para umasenso, bibigyan ng inspirasyon at mga kaalaman. So empowering Filipino is a solution to poverty. That is our belief. And also, empowering the micro, yung maliliit na negosyante para lumaki din sila. Solution to poverty. Ngayon po, meron pong programa, i-relate ko naman po sa programa na meron tayo ngayon, yung CCT, na nagbibigay ng mga cash sa mga, sabi nila, bottom of the pyramid. No? And ang worry po namin doon, while it might be a good social program, it might promote a culture of dependence, which is exactly what Go Negosyo naman is not trying to push for. Kasi ang pinupush natin, ang tinutulak natin ay increase ang kakayanan lahat ng Pilipino para sila po ay magtagumpay. Paano po kaya natin mababalanse ang polisiya na yon?
Will you sustain it?
Maraming salamat po sa inyong tanong. Okay, tatayo na naman ako. Pero hindi naman obvious, nakatayo, nakaupo, parang pareho lang, no? Para dito sa tanong po ninyo, I commend you po and I have to thank my fellow Senator, Senator Bam Aquino, for the Go Negosyo Act. Alam mo, napakahalaga po yan, yung inyong minumungkahi na magkaroon ng negosyo center sa bawat munisipalidad, sa bawat city ng ating bansa. Ang Go Negosyo Act po ay mahalaga sapagkat parang ito yung one-stop shop in setting up businesses. Now, of course, like any particular law in its infancy, we really need to improve on it. For example, you may have marketing support and also training support, and also maybe getting certain permits from the city. But you still need to include financing capabilities, a representative from a bank to be present in the negosyo centers, or also a member of the barangay, because that's where the bottleneck usually starts, from the barangay clearance. And also, you need representatives, let's say, from Pag-ibig, PhilHealth, SSS, so that the local government or the Go Negosyo representative are not made compliance officers. Kasi mahirap yun kung puro mga temporary permits lang yung ibibigay nyo. Ngayon, sa tanong po ninyo, tama kayo, we need to empower our citizenry. Now with CCT, I agree wholeheartedly with the CCT. Why? Because 25% of our population is still within the poverty line. In Singapore, where per capita income is tremendously higher than the Philippines, still maintain some sort of financial assistance to their citizens that need help. Now, but how do we balance this? That's why our program is different, and I thank you for putting this together, the question on CCT and the question on micro, small, medium enterprises. What we are planning to do is this. Anyway, we have them in our database, and this is not just merely a dole-out. It's a condition for health and education. We should help them by including livelihood training programs. Because if the local government is involved, we'll give them pangkabuhayan, itong dapat gawin. Not only are we giving them extra income and a chance to be able to rise above the program of the CCT, but we are also giving them their dignity. Dignity is so important. Marami tayong mga kababayang Pilipino na umaalis at nagtatrabaho sa ibang bansa. At kahit na nagiging citizen na po sila ng ibang bansa, sila po ang miyembro ng minority na hindi po kumukuha ng welfare hanggat maaari. Kaya kung ang Pilipino ay binibigyan lamang ng pagkakataon, hindi po yan gustong humingi. Kaya po talagang dapat bigyan natin ng sigla ang mga benepisyaryo ng CCT. Kailangan talagang DTI o kaya merong Barangay Kabuhayan Act. Tinutulak ito ni Senator Lauren. So in a particular province, if they're good at weaving a particular item, why don't we empower them to do that? Even housewives, we can help them do that.
You
Thank
don't
you,
think
sir.
that the TESDA is sufficient?
The TESDA is very good. But then the TESDA, you have to make an effort to go there. Sometimes with the CCT, it's a community-based organization where somebody has to really reach out to these beneficiaries. Otherwise, maybe they won't make an effort to go kasi may inaalagaan na bata, may anak, nahihiya pumasok sa school. So it's an outreach, truly an outreach.
So in other words, the Senator is willing to continue with that program. As pag kayo po ay nahalal sa
Yes,
pagka-presidente.
I feel that we have to continue. There's been a breakthrough also when it comes to health and education. Kids attend school because of the CCT, but we need to be able to check the database every now and then to make sure that we plug the leaks and to make sure that the beneficiaries are truly deserving of the government assistance that we're giving them. And let's keep it apolitical. Take it away from the discretion of certain government officials and just make it based on need.
One final note, and I agree siguro with the Senator's objective. In the end, what you want to have is, with that support, you want the CCT beneficiaries to graduate and not forever be dependent and relying on that kind of subsidy. So para pang empowered din sila, para po sila ay umangat. I guess that's what the Senator
I think it
said.
really ends upon graduation of the students.
To
the
graduate,
kids, yes,
graduate
yes.
sila. Yeah.
Okay, the next question is from Ms. Mirneo.
Senator Grace, bilib po ako sa inyong karunungan, bilib ako sa inyong katigasan ng prinsipyo, at marami akong masasabi na marami kayong pinakita sa atin na talagang marami din kayong kaalaman. Ang tanong ko po, marami din pong nagsasabi at siguro itong forum na ito may explican nyo na kayo daw ay bata pa, baguhan pa, at saka kayo daw babae, at saka paano daw magiging pinuno ng isang Amerikano na mapupunta sa Malacanang na maging pinuno ng mga Pilipino?
Unang-una po, hindi naman ako, sa itsura pa lang, hindi naman siguro ako Amerikano, di ba? Height pa lang, out na. Sa bilog pa lang ng ilong ko, out na. Pero sige, ako'y tumira sa ibang bansa. Inaamin ko yun. Dahil sa aking asawa, nagkaroon ng oportunidad. Alam niyo, maswerte kayo. When you graduate now, you have options. You can work in a service sector, in a call center, and you can have a decent means of living. When we graduated in the very early 90s, the opportunities here in our country were limited. Masyado pong limitado. Medyo mataas ang pride namin sapagkat sinabi ng aking mga magulang, you have to be independent. Doon po yung naging pagkakataon. So sa tanong po ninyo, bagamat nandun po ako at sumama sa aking asawa, hindi po naman nawala sa aking puso ang kultura at pagpapalaki bilang isang Pilipino. Bumalik po ako sa ating bayan, bigyan ko po kayo ng sitwasyon kung ano nangyari. Namatay ang aking ama, at dahil ako'y nag-iisang anak, walang kasamang aking nanay, sinamahan ko siya. Ang nakaupo po bilang Pangulo ay isang administrasyon na nakatunggali ng tatay ko na kalaban namin. Gayunpaman umuwi ako. Nasa kadiliman po ng yugto ng aming buhay yon. Pero nakita kong pagmamahal ng mga tao nung namayapa ang aking ama. So sa tanong po ninyo, kulang ba ako sa karanasan? Aaminin ko, sa lahat ng mga tumatakbo, ako po ang may pinakamaikling panahon sa gobyerno. Pero matanong ko naman po kayo, was it ever a guarantee that you will have an excellent or a good president or a president with compassion based on the number of years of experience that they've had? Nakita natin iba-ibang mga pangulo. Nag-umpisa pa sa vice president, naging pangulo. Naging garantiya ba yun na naging maayos ang kanilang pamamalakad. Ang importante po sa lahat, para sa akin, katapatan, kakayanan, mabilis ang pagkilos at solusyon sa mga ginagawa natin ngayon. Pag sinabi nila, ano ba experience mo, MTRCB? That's an executive position. At nung nasa MTRCB po ako, kahit na maliit lamang na posisyon yon, ang inisip ko ay hindi lamang yung oras na naroroon ako, kung hindi anong mangyayari sa ahensya na yon pag ako'y umalis na. So to institute long-term reforms is very important, legacy-based. So para sa akin, marami dyan, hindi na kailangan ng notes, napakagaling na nila. Hindi na kailangan ng advisors siguro, dahil alam na nila lahat. Pero pakikinggan ko kayo. Sapagkat kung isang pisara ang buhay ko, yung mga ibang nanilbihan, punong-puno na ng nakasulat ang isang blackboard. Sa akin, marahil hindi pa puno, pero maayos ang outline at pakikinggan ko kayo kung ano ba talaga ang hinanaing nyo at sabay natin isusulat ang maayos na kasaysayan ng ating bansa.
All right, the next question is from Ms. Patricia. Chilip.
Senator Grace, so far what I've seen, all of your words have been so very inspiring. But I think what would inspire us a lot is a specific solution to the traffic, of which we confront every day. I think that would be an act of mercy on your part if you could solve that for us. What is your specific plan for that?
Okay, just to give you a perspective, I truly understand. Do you have kids? You know, the time you waste. The time that you're stuck in traffic when you could be playing with your kids, you could be cooking your meals for dinner, you could spend a little more hugging time in the morning with your family before you leave. I truly sympathize with that because I'm a mother too with young kids. That's why it's been my advocacy. That's why I took public transportation to try it. We're privileged. We don't have to take it. But 80% of the cars on the road are public vehicles, and about 20% are public utility vehicles. Yet we complain. Well, the short-term solution, of course, we can easily say, let's take out the colorum buses, let's implement discipline, and truly that's a solution. But the real solution is to be able to develop an efficient mass transit system. Alam niyo po, there are 48, well, not trains, but bagon, kung tinatawag nila, that will be delivered, supposedly, to augment and to supplement what we need in the trains. That will add thousands of passengers taking the MRT. But not only that, let us decongest the cities by allowing development outside of Metro Manila. That's really a solution. But nobody will want to go there if there's no interconnectivity. The MRT project, the MRT 7, has not even begun. That's supposed to go to San Jose del Monte, Bulacan. So, I believe in PPP projects, but we need to be able to amend the Build, Operate, Transfer law. Because the problem is the right-of-way issues, the sometimes legal challenges na tini-TRO, kaya ang tagal-tagal. Yung North and South Extension na binanggit, hanggang ngayon hindi pa nag-uumpisa yung North Extension. South pa lang. Ganon po katagal ang pag-roll out ng projects. And we really have to have the rail system that does not only transport passengers, but cargo across Luzon. Para at least yung mga cargo trucks, malipat na sa rail, maalis na doon. So these are just a few things that we can do. Now, this may be ambitious, but they say that we should have an underground transport system. Sabi nila, mahirap kasi yung makeup ng bansa natin, geography, mahirap yata yung ganon. Eh, minsan nga, naglalagay ng train sa ilalim ng dagat eh. So bakit hindi pwede dito? Eh, pag sinabi nila, napakamahal magkaroon ng subway system sa Pilipinas. Eh, sasabihin ko ito, pag-aralan naman natin. Number one, what is the cost of traffic every day? Billions of pesos. Now you're going to add more construction. That will add on. Can we really afford to have our economy stalled at this point? So let's see, baka naman pwede underground para less inconvenience to the students. Sa ating mga estudyante, ang pinagdidebatehan namin ngayon, Oo, para sa amin, pero higit sa lahat para sa inyo. Kasi kung tama ang pamamalakad ng susunod na administrasyon, kayo ang pinakamalaking benepisyaryo nito. Kung pumalpak, kung kailan kayo mag-graduate, dun pa kayo mahihirapan maghanap ng trabaho. Kaya importante mapapagkatiwalaan ninyo, importanteng isang taong alam na ang layunin ninyo ang isinusulong. Salamat po.
Alright, eksakto ang timing ng pagsagot ni Senator Po sa pinakahuling tanong. Pero hindi pa tayo tapos. But in the meantime, break muna tayo. The next question will come from Ms. Wee. Marami pa po tayong pag-uusapan. Magbabalik po ang Go Negosyo Talks Meet the Presidentiable Series. Huwag po kayong aalis.